what it does to people that aren't strong-minded. It tears them all up inside. They don't know what to do with themselves.
Well, y'all, welcome to another episode of A Let's Find Out. As y'all can see, we have again Natasha. She was our first guest on our last season. You was our first guest, remember?
I was.
Right?
Yeah.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was you. It wasn't Liddy. I don't know why I got y'all too confused because that happened way after.
I was first.
Yeah, you were definitely our first guest
Yeah.
after the introduction, and then I think it was you right after that.
Yep, it was me.
So we don't really need to give you no introduction today.
Yes,
it's
you
Natasha again, y'all.
Hey, guys.
Today Natasha wants to talk about body shaming and some other stuff. As y'all can see, she want to talk about coochie, and it's probably gonna be called something completely different, pussy. Before we get into it, that's exactly what she gonna call it. So, Tasha.
Yes, Arnold.
I think I drank too much.
I
Okay, we good though. I'm good.
It's
been times when I've been way more lit than this.
It's
So
okay. We're safe.
let's talk about body shaming, so I could nip that all in the bud and why I feel like there's no such thing and why you think it is.
How do you think there's no such thing?
I don't think there's no such thing about body shaming because there's no such thing about the opposite. Like if you're complimenting somebody and joke, like if somebody's very tall and you like this motherfucker right here, like his head in the sky.
But that's not body.
No,
that's not body shaming.
It's not body shaming
unless it hurts their feelings.
But
then
that's
I guess
not
it
body
would be...
shaming. If it hurts your like, see, if you're overweight to a point where it's unhealthy, and somebody tell you like you need to lose weight because it's unhealthy, and somebody just making fun of you because you're like you could change that. So it's not body shaming if you could change
It's
it.
not
You can't change
that
your
easy.
height.
It's not that easy.
Well, that's discipline though.
Yes, for some, but I think it's more. Sometimes it's psychological. There's a lot of things underneath it. My whole point in body shaming is I feel like we're in this new world where everybody's so damn sensitive and you can't say nothing. But then at the same time, there's all this controversy of Kanye talking about Lizzo and calling her big and fat and all these things.
Wait, Kanye was talking about Lizzo?
Yeah, that's what I read on Instagram.
I heard what's the one dude? I heard Ari Spears talk about Lizzo. I didn't know Kanye said nothing about her.
Yeah, Kanye said something about her too, and then she came back and said something to him about his shirt that he was wearing out in public.
But see, okay, that's my thing. Like, if you feel a type of way of somebody talking about your body and you feel like that's just wrong, then how is it acceptable for you to come back combative?
It's not, because then that's bullying. I'm just saying, my point is let people be. Let people be. We got to stop being so damn sensitive and tipping, walking on our eggshells everywhere we go and just be kind to one another.
Like,
and
we've been
let
making
that be
fun of
it.
each other for forever, though.
Right, but then that's what I'm saying. Let it go. Let the shit go.
That's
Just
what I
live
mean. Like,
life.
there's no such thing as body shaming.
Yes, there is.
It's not.
Yes, there is.
It's not.
I don't know why you want to argue.
You haven't
with
explained
me.
it to me. You just
I did
agreed
explain
with
it.
me.
No, I did not.
Because you just said, just let it go.
I'm saying, well, that's different. I'm talking about the bullying part.
So how? Okay, explain to me.
Body shaming, whether you're fat, skinny. I'm saying just let people be who they are. Like if you're fat, don't you think if someone's fat, they know they're fat?
Yeah, so it's okay to make
skinny.
a joke about it.
No, not
Same
if
thing if somebody's tall. You know you tall. I'm finna make jokes about you. You know you short. I'm gonna make jokes about you.
You're just mean.
You know you're really skinny. I'm gonna make jokes about you.
You're mean.
You know what I'm saying? You know you can wear some thick ass glasses.
Audience, tell him that he's mean.
Your glasses are thick as fuck. I'm gonna make jokes about you.
Next
it's
subject.
Not shaming. To me, I don't think it's shaming. I think it's just running in dozens. I just feel like you should have a little bit more tougher skin. I think that's just how people raise people nowadays, where it's like you feel like somebody owes you some type of grace that you ain't deserved.
No, I think that yes, we are definitely in a society that's a little more sensitive and a little more in tune. But what I'm saying is it's not nice to go out of your way to make somebody feel bad about themselves. I'm sure they already do.
It's just a joke. Nobody's nice. When have we ever been nice? If we go back to the beginning of time,
Arnold Hemmings. Be nice.
there's no such like. It's just normal to make fun of people. Like
If you're a comedian
it
and people
makes
are
you
there in the
feel-
audience,
it makes I feel like me. This is a personal me. I feel like it should make you accept who you are because you've been being made fun of for that thing for so long. If you really feel like, oh my God, nobody should talk about my weight, lose weight.
I can't stand you. But then if someone socks them in the mouth, then they're expelled from school.
Who? The
If
fat person?
Yeah, if someone sees an uh, overweight kid and he keeps getting teased and then he whoops his ass, then who's in trouble?
Well,
In your defense?
not in my defense. If the fat kid beats you up, then you should don't make jokes about him no more. If you
Right, but
can't
that's
defend
not
yourself behind your jokes, then you shouldn't make no more jokes.
right. But
But
that
if you
poor kid's
can-
getting expelled from school for fighting,
No,
for
because
defending himself,
then you can say, "Yo, they was making fun of me, and I hit them."
and they're
And
gonna
then
say
that's when the
they're gonna
other
say you
parent,
should have walked away.
and that's when the other parent should understand. This it's nuance to it. So like, if you somebody making fun of you for your size, and as a parent, if I go to school and my son gets beat up because he was making fun of a kid, hey, that's what you give. You couldn't back up your words. That is what it is, bro.
Right, but not
I'm not
every-
gonna be like,
not
you
every
shouldn't be
parent's
making
like-
fun of people. If you can't back up what you're saying, you shouldn't be making fun of people. But if you just joking around, it's just joking around. Like in my family, all more than not all, but I would say like 80% of the women are big women.
Okay,
And I crack jokes on them all the time.
they just let you be.
Hell no, they crack jokes right back. Like it's just like, but it's not a hatred thing.
Right,
It's
but
just
you
like,
have
we
to
just
know your
be-
audience. You got to know your audience because my concern is these young kids take everything so seriously on
'Cause
social
they
media. Well, some of these kids are soft, but they take social media is so much a part of their world that it's like you see kids killing themselves because somebody called them something on Instagram. It's crazy. So what I'm saying is just to be gentle with your words.
I would never. And to the kids that consider doing harm to your own self because of words that somebody else say, I would say social media is not for you.
Right. That's
Because
right.
that's life.
And that's all social media is a bunch of fake.
Fake people just talking. Like it's just talk. If somebody says something to you and you don't like it, you could really delete the comment.
I do it all the time.
I don't.
You just leave the comment?
Yeah, because I'm gonna respond. I'm definitely gonna
right.
respond.
Well, no one puts mean things, but
I'm
if I
gonna
don't like
shoot my
what you have
shot.
to say, or if I don't agree with you, I'm 9 out of 10 times I'm gonna erase it.
No, I think I should keep it because even if I don't agree and I find it funny, I'm like
Well, if it's
everybody
funny,
has an opinion to anything. Anything you say and or do, you can have an opinion to. But as we live in a country where they be like, "Oh, you got freedom of speech," you're free to say whatever you want to say, but the consequences behind what you
Right.
say could be detrimental.
correct.
Like if you say something that somebody don't agree with, you should be able to back it up.
Right.
You know
I
what I'm saying?
agree.
Whether it's vocally or physically.
Yes.
That's how I stand on bullying or body shaming. And then I think to let's talk about a lot of things that women do.
Oh, okay.
Because I think I talked about this in the last
And then I'm going to talk
last
about things that
episode.
men do. You
Oh
go
yeah,
ahead.
definitely.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I'm not shaming women. I don't want to say like I'm coming down on women. I just think a lot of the times women have a perception and they say things that contradict themselves.
As far as
So when you say women, no, you didn't say that. But when you say body shaming
Mhm.
is bullying, right? Like when Ari Spears said something about Lizzo, which I think Lizzo's a nice looking girl. I think she looked good. Like she's just a plus size woman. She literally is a plus size woman.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with the way she looks. But if Lizzo's going to get offended every time somebody says something about her size or her body, then why dress the way you dress? Why present yourself like that so people can have a comment on it, and then you can be offended by it? Nope, you could. Nobody could make a comment on what you're doing if you wasn't doing what you were
But
doing.
she should be free to wear whatever she wants to wear.
But
If
that's
she's
not true.
comfortable,
That's not true.
why not? She's comfortable in her body and she's comfortable with what she has on.
But then, if you're comfortable with what you're wearing, if somebody jokes about it or make fun of you for wearing it,
She's just standing up for herself.
no. But there's been times when Lizzo's cried,
Well,
and
maybe
I'm
she's
not
just
saying I
maybe
am.
she's her feelings are just hurt, or she's being a little dramatic. She is an artist.
Well, but I'm not saying at no point where I'm like, well, they have the right to make fun of her. All I'm saying is, if you do certain things, you have to accept both sides that come with it. Like, we can go deeper, where
Okay.
women be like, when men tell women like, you can't dress a certain way, you can't be provocative, and then when somebody touches you or does something, you think it's not gonna happen. Because women be like, well, we should be able to wear whatever we want to
We
wear.
should be able to wear whatever we want
And
without
then-
somebody touching us.
And then men will go, well, no, because there's creeps out there. And as you just said, y'all should be able to wear.
We should be able to wear whatever we want to wear without somebody assuming it's theirs to touch.
There are creeps out here, though.
Right, but of course there's creeps, but a creep is a creep is a creep. If you're a fucking pervert, you're just gonna be a pervert.
Okay, and then
I
when
could be
women
in
get
full
touched-
sweatpants, but if you touch me because I look sexy, I'm gonna hit you. Keep your hands to yourself.
Nobody's saying you can hit the pervert, but if somebody touches you and you like, and then we've been telling you like, don't wear that, and you like, well, women should be able to wear whatever they want to wear, and then when we say, well, he touched her more than likely because of what she had on, and then you go, are you victim blaming?
Yeah.
There's no such thing as victim blaming.
But what, sir? Yes, there is.
Okay, so why? Okay, as I said in the last episode, when PNB Rock was killed, and everybody was like, "Well, his girlfriend shared his location." Is that not victim blaming? No, it's just smarts. Don't do something like that. Don't wear jewelry. Don't go to certain places knowing certain people could be there.
That's different. That's different. Now I don't agree with that either. Yes, it was foolish of her,
but
and she wasn't
don't-
obviously thinking.
That's victim blaming.
That's not victim.
That's victim blaming.
That is not victim.
Because
blaming.
I should be able to wear my jewelry and go where I want to go with what I got on,
No,
because
that's
we
just
should just be the way
no
it's
one's
supposed
gonna
to
walk
be.
around with $1 million of jewelry and think that.
Then no
That's
guy
not
is
the
gonna walk
same.
around with his dick out,
I hope
and
not.
then some woman grab it, and then
I don't think I cannot. If somebody walks around with their dick out, you really think a sober woman's gonna grab his dick? Never.
if a woman
If I
walks
see
around
it-
with
if-
her ass out, you really think?
But men do it.
And robbers do it too. I'm not. What I'm saying is
That is not victim blaming.
exactly my point. That's
That is
contradicting.
different.
No,
That is
it's not.
different. Yes,
Because
it is.
we're saying
It is
we
so
have
different.
different people everywhere you go. You have to be aware of your surroundings. Don't
Of
matter where
course.
you at. If I was a zookeeper,
Yeah.
right, and I was a lion tamer,
Okay.
right,
Yeah.
and I tame these lions every day. They know me. They love me, and I'm like family to them, right?
Right.
And one day I decided to go, I'm gonna wear a meat suit in the cage. And they ripped my ass up in there.
But that's
Whose fault is that?
It's his fault because his dumbass wore a meat suit.
Exactly. But I'm not.
That is different.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
What I'm
is.
saying is,
We don't put on a sexy outfit and go, if I put this on, some pervert's gonna grab my ass tonight.
when I put that meat suit on, I wasn't thinking the lions that I raised.
But he
was gonna
knew
eat me
better.
neither.
But he knew better.
And
if you're
we've
putting
been
on a
trying to
meat,
tell women
if you
for
put
a
a
long.
meat suit on,
We've been trying to tell women for a long time. Same men. I would never do nothing to cause a woman harm to her personal space or her body. But I will tell a woman, like, don't wear that over there. Don't change that. And y'all will tell me, oh, she should be able to wear whatever she wants to wear. You should be able to wear whatever you want to wear. But that's not the way the world works.
that is
Just like
that
a
is
lion
correct.
tamer. You
I
should
get
be able
where
to
you're
go in
coming
that
from.
cage and tank the lions that you
No,
raise.
not with some damn meat.
Exactly.
Not
And
with
that's
no
how
damn meat
men,
on.
that's how some perverted men, like, as you would go in that cage, right?
Yep.
With the meat suit on. Your
Yep.
clothes are made out of meat. You go in that cage.
That would never be me.
And let's say, for instance, you raised 20 lions, right?
Never.
And 17 of those lions were like, oh yeah, that's Mikey. He comes in here all the time. We ain't gonna eat him. And then 3 of them lions was like, fuck Mikey.
Because that's
He
their
shouldn't have came
instinct.
in here.
But that's their instinct. It's their
It's not
instinct as a
all instinct
lion. Yes,
because
it
it's
is.
not all instinct.
If they see
because
some raw meat running around, they're gonna eat it.
not all lions.
Who says who? Is there a vegetarian, vegan lion running around?
Okay. Just like not all men are rapists.
That's true.
Exactly.
It's not the same with
it-
lions. It's not the same. You find
No,
me a
it's
lion
not,
that's not gonna
because you
eat raw
have
meat.
lions that have not been in the wild.
But it's in their instinct. It's their animal. What's it called? Animal what?
Instinct.
Instinct. Is that the word I want?
I think. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I am not trying to say women can't wear certain things. I'm trying to say you shouldn't. When we
Okay.
tell you things, it's not to tell you you can't. It's to give you the idea that that is not what you should do over there. Same thing with PNB Rock when he got robbed. We ain't saying that he can't wear his jewelry. We saying, well,
He got
what
killed
happened
too,
to
didn't
you
he?
was terrible. What happened to PNB? Yeah, he died.
Right.
And we're not saying that he can't wear his jewelry. We just saying, like, now you should know better than to wear that.
I
and
hear.
to be
I hear what you're
presented
saying. So what
like
you're
that
saying.
in the area.
So what you're saying is, you're not telling someone they shouldn't wear something. You're asking someone. You're saying, you're going to this certain area. I don't think it's a good idea that you wear that outfit because the people that are going to be there aren't the best
aren't
character.
the best, right? And
That's what you're saying. So
and
that's
right.
different than saying
Mm-mm.
you shouldn't wear that because this and this could happen to you.
Mm-mm.
That's
Because
different.
there
I
are
agree with
creeps
that.
all over the world.
Right.
So when, as a woman, you should be able to wear whatever you want
Correct.
and look however you want.
Mhm.
But that's just not the way reality is.
Right. I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no problem with a woman being provocative out in public. Like, as any straight man gonna tell you, like, we don't care. Like, I'm a look. I don't want to touch.
Right.
I can't touch. I'm married, but I can look.
Good answer.
You know, like, I don't think about doing her no harm. I don't think about kidnapping her or nothing like that. But there's a guy, probably more than likely, there is a dude that's probably gonna be like, I wonder if she turned left, is there any other guys over there? Anybody that's gonna see her? I could take her wherever I want. That happens.
Right. You almost got kidnapped.
I did. I talked about that on our last record. I talked about that. Scott and I think Jim. I did. I talked about that. I did not almost get kidnapped. They were not a threat.
Like, if I would have told Cooper to go save you,
Cooper was nervous too when he walked into that speakeasy. If y'all watched the last episode that we just recorded, y'all will see y'all hear the story. But I peeped the game. I peeped game already. Like, you saw those two guys. Like, I'm glad you're here though, because I know people gonna listen to that and be like, man, he lying.
No,
and I'm like,
that is the truth.
Exactly what happened, bro. Some random dude walked up to me and was like, Arnold, yada yada yada. Took me back to some speakeasy where nobody was at. Well, nobody that I recognized was. And we had drinks and me and Coop left. If y'all watched the last episode, y'all can hear all of that.
You got to hear the story. It's crazy.
It's fun though. Like, it was something we was talking about, and I was like, wait, hold that, because I wanted you to keep it. I didn't want you to say it. And I knew I should have wrote that shit down.
Oh, for me?
Yeah, you don't remember?
Ah, no.
No, I can't remember what it was. Oh, the concept. So we were talking about women and the concept of being a woman. And I was like, what is the definition of a woman to you?
I can only define what I see as myself as a woman, I guess I would say. I'm not comfortable defining what a woman in general is, but I'm comfortable saying who I am as a woman.
Hmm.
It's a safe
Can
safe
you-
space to just define what
Yeah.
who I
What
who
you
I-
describe as a woman.
as far as myself.
because we have like this big thing in the world where it's like we have a people have a problem with transgender women. It, okay, transgender women and people claiming womanhood and not, so people like that's not a woman and yada yada yada. So as a biological born woman, right?
I don't know.
Okay, to you, what is your perception of what we could declare as a woman? After you, I'll give mine after you give yours.
Oh, well, I guess to me, as a woman, how I would describe myself, how I feel, I would say feminine, sexy, strong. Uh, for me, motherly instinct. Provide, like we're providers too. A hustler,
Definitely.
um, loyal.
Uh,
There, now you said me. You
okay,
said
you.
define myself. Loyalty is important to me in the women that I surround myself with. I don't hang out with people that aren't loyal. The women I know are loyal, strong, all of those things. Sexy. There's so many words to describe a woman. Um, but the most important to me is, as far as a woman, is our aspects of who we are. So, like I said, a hustler, sexy, loyal, loving, caring. All of those things are what to me makes a woman. Yes, I know society wants to say a vagina makes you a woman or your breasts make you a woman and all those things. But when you ask me that question, those are the first attributes that come to my
Yeah.
mind.
So with
Is
the
like nurturing and
the
loving and
argument of transgender women are not real women to you is null and void. So it's like
yeah, I
transgender
don't
women are women to you if you
yeah, if they feel
prescribe to be.
yeah, if they feel like a woman and that's who they in their mentality of who they are, then that's who they are. Who am I? I am in no position to judge what somebody else does,
That's
and
cool.
how they feel. That's God's job.
Mm,
I will not want that job.
that's okay.
So
I
yeah,
feel it
this to
completely
me, for
opposite.
me, you feel completely opposite.
Yep.
Okay, you go ahead.
Transgenders are not women. I will consider them female,
Okay, what's the
but
difference between a woman and a female?
because you have to grow into being a woman. A woman
Okay,
is just not like you said. It's just not a vagina. It's just not titties. It's
right,
just not being feminine.
right,
It's just the same way as like a man, a grown like you a man. You can still be a little boy.
right.
You can be
Yes,
grown. You can be 40 years old and still be like that's a little ass boy.
right,
You can be a grown ass girl and be like that is not a woman.
right.
You know what I'm
Agreed.
saying? Like just because you change some body parts and you just prescribe to be a woman, that we know what a woman is when we see it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have to grow, you have to earn that title. You
Hmm.
don't transform into that title, so to speak.
I
Like
get what you're saying.
as a as a man, like I take care of my child, my family. You know what I'm saying? I have other children, other boys, other other girls, other people that look up to me.
Right.
I set an example, right?
Right.
As a woman, you set an example. It's not just because you are a
That's a very good
female
one.
and you're
Yes.
grown.
Right.
You have to set an example. You have to. It's like running a race. Like
Okay.
if you're an Olympic, what they call that shit? What they when they run around the track, relay racer, right? When
Mm.
they the Olympics, when you're running around the race. How I look at it as if like so
A marathon runner, right?
when you run a marathon.
Right?
So you start off as a girl, right?
Hmm. Right.
You develop into this young lady. You've been through these struggles as a female in all these years of your life.
Right.
You've been through all these struggles, and then you get to a point, a breaking point, when you tired, you want to give up, but you like, no. And then you develop into this woman.
Absolutely.
You've been through so much, and then like women do not know we see it. As a grown man, I see it. Some people don't,
You have
but
to tell us though. You got,
it's something that you don't have to tell to a
it's
woman,
nice
though.
to hear though when
It's
someone
it is.
says,
It
"I've
would
seen the
be
growth in you." Like I am not the woman I was. I'm 41 years old. I'm not the woman I was 2 years ago.
right.
But I'm definitely not the same woman I was 20 years ago. my mentality has changed. The important things, my things that are important to me now might not have been important to me then.
Right.
You
So
develop,
it's like
things change.
you grow into that. Like you developed into a woman. And then as I look at it for transgender women, it's like I don't not consider you a female. If you could say whatever you want to be is who you are. I can't define that for you.
Right.
If you want to be a damn tree, you could be a tree.
Some people might want to be a tree.
But to me, you did not run the same race that some of these young ladies have ran their entire life to become what we consider a woman.
I hear what you're saying, but I disagree.
No?
Mm-mm.
You don't think so?
No, I feel like I feel like some of those young women have gone through I mean, not the same struggles, of course not.
Exactly.
But I've watched like documentaries and different things, and
Mhm.
especially in our culture, in African American culture, Black culture, it is so hard for those young women.
It is.
It's
It's
so
very
hard
hard
for
for
those
those
young
young females.
and a lot of them in their heads, were born that way. So they might be 5 years old and have that struggle as, in their minds not matching their bodies, and the struggle that they have to go through to get to the point where they do transition or are comfortable being who they are. So I just think it's a different kind of fight to
Yeah, but
become
it's
that
not.
woman.
To me, I don't think it's a womanhood fight. You're having a mental struggle. Like I deal with mental health myself.
As do I.
You know what I'm saying? But that has nothing to do with me being a man.
Well,
That's just my personal struggle.
yeah, but as
When
a
we talking
Black
about being a
man,
man and a woman, that's universal.
yes, but you fighting mental health as a Black man in a world where, as a Black man, you are not supposed to show those kind of emotions. That is a completely different struggle because it's known. Like,
Exactly. And that ain't got nothing to do with me being a man.
yes, it does. If you were a Black woman, you would have it a lot easier with your mental health as you do as a Black man. That is not true. Yes, you do. I'm a Black woman, and
Yeah.
I know that it's not. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm supposed to be strong. I'm supposed to be this. I'm supposed to be that. You're not supposed to use meds. You're supposed to, yes, that has been pushed on me as well, but not as hard as it has been pushed on a Black man. So it does depend on your sexuality matters.
So what I mean, like when you're like, gender doesn't matter, it doesn't, but what I'm saying is it doesn't define you. Like going through mental struggles don't define you as everybody has their own struggles.
Right?
That don't define you as a man or woman. The
No. Right.
your mental struggles, but struggles that like women go through this thing. They went through this thing where they were like, "Oh, I dealt with my first period. I dealt with my first fuck boy. I dealt with my first orgasm. I've dealt with my first love. Like you deal with so. I dealt with my first miscarriage,
Yeah. There's a lot of things that can happen to us.
and you still overcome that. And for those that's listening, like, what the fuck, I've had that. Me and my wife have dealt with a miscarriage before, and I almost killed 2 people outside in the street right after it. But I can't talk about that because that's still an open case. I'm just playing. Like no, but that really did happen. Like we dealt with our first child, like was a miscarriage. So
Yeah, we go through a lot as
and
women.
but there are some girls that go through that same thing, right?
Right?
And they never grow from it.
That's
And they just
unfortunate.
stick in that same
Mentality in that same
mentality,
spot.
and
Yeah.
they still dealing with the same thing, and they never grow. They never become a woman.
But growth is intentional.
Exactly.
Right. Growth is intentional. You choose to grow.
You choose to be a better person. But as a transgender man or a woman, like that does not make you a woman just to change sexual parts. Now, what I will say, who knows what you might do after you've come to that agreement with yourself? Like, look, this is who we are. Who knows what you could do to change the world to become what we consider a woman? I'm not, I don't, I think our basis on it has to do with sexuality.
Okay.
Like
As far as
when a lot of women change, a lot of, I think it's men, right? At first, like when you're a boy, you're like, oh, I think I'm a girl.
Mhm.
Like I think a lot of it is like, oh, well, you can't be a girl. You were born this way. Well, yeah, your chromosomes say that you're one thing. Like if you died today and 1,000 years from now they dug you up, no matter what kind of plastic surgery or what kind of surgery you do to yourself, the history books are gonna say that you're a male.
if you didn't change your birth certificate.
Ain't nobody gonna find your birth certificate under the ground. They gonna find your bones and they're gonna look in your
Correct.
DNA. It's gonna say you was a male. But to our society, depending on what you do to change these things, we might be like, yo, that's a bad bitch. Like that was a woman right there. She might do something to make us be like, there's no way you can't say that's not a woman. She but a lot of people that are transgender feel like you gotta call me a woman because I think I'm a woman. No, you have to earn that title. Same way that I'm a man and I cannot say you gotta call me a man because I think I'm a man. No, I gotta earn that title. A lot of women might look at me and be like, boy, you a bitch. You a little bitty boy.
Right. And I you know what? I hate to say it, but I understand where you're coming from. I hear you and I know what you're saying and I agree with I agree with you have to grow into being a woman or a man.
You have to earn that title.
You have to earn that title. I agree with that because I know a whole lot of grown ass men that
Grown
are
ass
grown
boys.
physically.
Old boys.
They're
That's what is that where the title come from? You know, old boy.
Yeah. So I know a whole bunch of old boys
Old boy. You know,
that
old boy
that
live
think
over there on the
that they have, they're doing something and they're still in their mama's basement coming up with a rap song. They're 48 years old, ain't got a job because they're still working on that rap career.
Let me
That's a
hold
boy.
on for that rap career thing. Cause Vaughn, I'm coming for your ass, bro. You can't drop no weak ass diss song on me like that and think I'm not. I just been very busy. Don't worry about it. I'm coming. Okay, back to what you were saying.
And so I agree with that because I also know females that have children and don't act like mothers and they don't take care of business and I'm not cut that way, but there's a lot of people that way. So I get what you're saying as far as growth
Yeah.
and as far as earning the title as of a woman.
Right. I don't want people that's in the LGBTQ and a whole bunch of other letter community to think I'm against them. No, not at all. I just feel like you have to understand some people think that's a title to be earned. Like to be a female is one thing,
Right.
but to be a woman is another thing. And when we like, oh, what's the definition of a woman? It's really none. You know it when you see it.
Yeah, like the Alicia Keys song, right?
Oh, I love Alicia Keys.
So do I. That song. A woman's worth.
I ain't even gonna say this out loud. I was gonna say something that was probably gonna get me in trouble later, but my wife probably knows what I was gonna say. But yeah, continue. Alicia Keys is one of my favorite singers of all time.
Yeah, she's a great singer. My mom doesn't like her. She thinks she's too perfect.
She's just so gorgeous. That's a lady. No.
No, she is beautiful. There's nothing wrong with saying a woman is beautiful. That's fine. Because us women, there's plenty of fine brothers out there too.
I wouldn't know. I mean, I am a guy that can be like, man, that he get a lot of hoes. Like, I could point out a dude that's like, yo, he out here like that.
That's a good looking brother.
Like like every that's one thing. Every dude knows when there's a nice looking dude in the room.
Right, just like every girl knows when there's a beautiful one. But we're not the same. Because us girls will be like, oh, she looks good. Oh, I like your dress.
See, but
you're gonna go up to the brother and be like, oh man, you look good.
See, that's the difference. Like women, y'all can like if a fine female walked into the room, a fine woman walked into the room, right? She looked really good, and you were like, she looks good. I'm gonna go try to I'm gonna communicate with her. You look good, and y'all click, right?
Right.
Like, oh yeah. And then a bunch, cause in the sidetrack of your mind, you know, like dudes gonna flock over there anyway. Some dudes gonna be out of here elite, and they're gonna fall down to whoever. They're gonna fall down to the ones that came over there to be her friend. As a guy, I've been in situations where dudes be like, "Man, you balling tonight, bro," and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, man, y'all can kick it over here," but I'm not letting you get any of the numbers
Oh,
that
right.
come this way. But women, they be like, "Oh, you talking to my friend? You might like ain't no unless she just like." Ugh. You be like, you know what? I got somebody just for you. Coop, come here. No, but to be completely honest, every guy knows when a nice looking guy is in the vicinity. Me, I don't have no problem acknowledging him. Like, yo, man, you out here tonight? Hey, and I point him to the women. Well, as of now, I'm married, so it's cool now. Like, but before, I would never. Like, I'm out here just like you out here.
Right. Yeah, women are different, but you also have to keep in mind we also can tell when women are snots too. We're good
Women
at
hate
that.
each other though.
No, we don't. We
Yeah,
love
y'all
each
do.
other. No, we don't. Not me. Ask anybody who knows me. I love being a woman. I love other women.
Women hate each
I
other.
love complimenting each other. We do not hate each other.
Yes, y'all do.
Why do you say that?
Do you have any friends that you have ever had a fight with,
Yes.
like a fist fight, or you
That well,
about
they're
to
not a
fist fight?
not yes.
You do?
Yes.
Explain that story. Let's hear it.
Explain the story of how I almost fought my friend.
No, 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 no. Before you were friends, like everybody gets into arguments with people they care about. But
Right.
let me hear a story about somebody you weren't
Oh,
friends
I
with.
wasn't friends with and then became friends with?
Y'all was
Oh,
about to
no.
kill each other,
Oh, no. I don't
and
have.
then you were like, "I fucks with her."
No, that's never happened.
Women don't do that
No,
because y'all hate each other.
we do not hate each other.
Y'all do. My best friend, me and Cooper, when we first met,
Yeah? You fought each other?
we were about to.
But how old were you? 7?
No, I wasn't living. I was about 14,
Okay.
and it was you heard his speech at our wedding, the grab ass game.
Oh, yeah.
So the game in school was grab this girl's ass, right?
Right.
And somebody betted me. I'm not gonna say her name on here. I think we said it. I think we gave this story up episodes ago.
Okay.
But somebody bet me. Bet you won't grab this girl's ass, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm fresh from Chicago.
You're
You
grabbing
bet
her
me what?
ass.
I'm gonna grab her ass and whoever next to her, and ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. I did it. I grabbed her ass, and then the same person that bet me to grab her ass was like, "You know who her boyfriend is?" No, I have no fucking idea who her.
Right.
Why would I care who her boyfriend is? You know, in 8th grade, I couldn't have been no more than 5 feet tall. You know, and fuck her boyfriend.
Right.
That was in my mind.
Right.
And then I seen her boyfriend. Now, at this day and age, her boyfriend now is Cooper, which is about 6'3", 6'4" ish. And at 5 feet, 5'9", it's crazy.
Right.
And I was walking down the hallway, and the person that told me that was like, I didn't give him no eye contact. I just kind of peeped him from the side, and he was like, "That's her boyfriend right there." And I'm like, "Oh shit." And then we end up getting to class, and they were like, "Yeah, you know, so and so said he gonna do this and do that to you, but I'm still from Chicago, fresh off the boat. Fuck him. He better be able to fight these bullets." Yeah, I ain't finna go out to punching nobody that damn big. And then something in my head told me, go see
Right.
how he feel about this
Right.
before you kill him. And I'm like, yo, bro, I just want to let you know I'm the one that you've been looking for.
Oh, he was looking for you.
He was looking for me.
Oh, okay.
Apparently. He didn't know who I was. That's how I seen him in the hallway, and he kind of just walked past.
Oh, okay.
And he like, huh? I'm like, yeah, I was the one that grabbed your girlfriend's butt. I ain't gonna lie, I was hesitant because I
He
didn't
was
have
big.
a gun.
Right.
I was lying. I wasn't gonna shoot this nigga, but I was talking shit though.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna pop his ass when I see him. And then he like, man, look, we in the 8th grade. You think I'll give a shit about some bitch out here that age? We 8, and it clicked. I'm like, this is my best friend of all time. Because I was thinking the same way. Like,
Right.
he mad that you know how many asses I've grabbed this year?
Right.
And then that's how me and Cooper, from then, like, we've been friends since.
That's crazy.
But women would never.
No.
I bet there's bitches from the 8th grade that you still don't like.
No.
Like, this bitch tried to talk to my man in the 8th grade. Like, you don't even, this dude that you talking about is dead to this day. And you still don't like her because she tried to talk to him.
No. Like I said, I'm different and I've grown. I try not to hold grudges. I just won't fuck with you anymore. So I don't really feel that way about people. I'm telling the truth. And I think there's a lot of women. I think there's a lot of women that feel that way.
About.
It's the same thing as 8th damn grade. How are you gonna be unless it's my husband? Then I mean, come on now.
I give you that.
Yeah, it's
But still, as a man, right here, right now, today, I would say, if a dude tried to talk to my wife,
that's different. That's your wife.
If a dude tried to talk to my wife and she went,
oh well,
I don't give a damn.
Right.
I'm not mad at you. You're just doing what men do.
Right, but if she went, that's on her.
Exactly.
Not
Same
on
thing that
him.
goes with your husband.
Right.
If a girl or a woman finds your husband attractive
and he went,
and
that's
he goes,
on him.
You can't be mad at the woman.
No,
and then even if she found out he was married, you can't be mad at her.
No, and I wouldn't be.
But some women would try to kill. Well, even some men do too. But murder happens a lot of the time. Like, women will kill their best friend.
Right, for messing with their man. That's right.
Now, if my best friend slept with my wife, now he probably wouldn't be my best friend no more. Unless he came to me and told me, like, yo, bitch is going, bro. And I'll be like, for real? I swear to God.
No way.
I would give him the incentive to be like, fuck her. Do it, whatever she said. But you got to record it. You got to show me what you're talking about.
No
and
way.
if he came to me and he was like, see what I mean?
You would never. No, you wouldn't.
I swear to God, I would.
I wouldn't.
I would. Because he don't hold no loyalty to her.
But he holds a loyalty to you.
Yeah, but if she would fuck your best friend, do you not think she would fuck somebody else? You think your best friend was the first one out the bunch?
Right, but that's
But if they were trying to keep it a secret from me, like, you know what I'm saying, then I beat the shit out of both of them. I'd probably break both of their legs, all 4 of the legs. And I would lock them up in a room together.
where they have to crawl.
With broken No. I would chain them up by their
broken
wrists. By the wrist.
Oh,
because
hang them.
I'm breaking both of their legs.
Right.
And then all they could do is dangle them shits. And then I would come visit them and throw hot water on them all the time. Let flies and bees and shit all in the room. But in that case, if you was trying to do something under wraps, then that would be a problem.
Right. That's
but if
far
somebody
more painful.
came to me and was like, yo, this motherfucker ain't no good. Especially if my best friend came to me first, like, this bitch trying to fuck me, bro. Hey, do what you need to do. But I need evidence. So when I go to the court, I can be free.
Okay. You can be free. You can be free if you want to be free. That don't matter at court.
Yeah, but women wouldn't do that. They would kill the man, the woman, and the kid. The kids. Whatever.
I don't think so.
Now, white men definitely gonna kill everybody. The
cat and the dog.
All that buried under the porch. Everybody dead. Everybody up out of here. But yeah,
Stop thinking evil thoughts.
I know. There's something just went through my head. Like, I wish these motherfuckers would.
I saw the wheels turning in your head.
I literally looked up to the ceiling like, I'll kill both of these bitches.
That would never happen.
No, it wouldn't. Because I'm doing something that's gonna hurt everybody's feelings. I'm fucking somebody's mama. Like,
Your mama, your cousin.
I'm going deep. 'Cause ain't nobody finna just hurt Arnold. No, but we kind of got our point across so far. We
Oh.
talked about the
Body
women's
shaming,
body shaming,
defining a woman,
defining a woman,
and you kind of got into the power of the.
power of coochie, power.
It's not just the power of coochie; it's the power of coochie. It's the power of.
You can say it. The P word. Like we're a mature audience.
We're a
over
mature audience.
Yeah.
The
Go
power
ahead
of the
and say it.
D. So
That's crazy.
why?
Because since I've been married, right,
Right.
I've had a lot of DMs from women I ain't talked to in years. And they're like, yeah, so that's what we doing now? Doing now? I've been doing this for a long time.
Like
It's
15 years.
crazy.
Oh, well, people always want what they can't have.
It is.
Yeah.
Because every time when I wear my ring out, I thought like having my ring on, I think I explained this like, well, I ain't even got to say nothing no more. I could just wait. That don't work.
No.
I'll just be out there and they be like, you just sexy. And I'll be like, huh? Like, bitch, I know you see this.
Yeah.
And it makes even more. I even try to pump my gas with the wrong hand just so people can see the hand and it don't mean shit.
Well, there's some dirty hoes out there in the world.
I know they're not women.
What did you call them?
They're females.
Females.
They're
Yes.
just not women.
Hoes, females, whatever you want to call them. Anybody trying to hit on a married man is a hoe.
Keep up the good work, ladies, because you never know what my wife could put me through in the next few months. I might need the attention, so do whatever's necessary to make me happy.
Yeah, okay. Arnold's gonna be limping around.
This dick still works. We talking about the power of the
Chained
dick.
up with his legs broken.
We're talking about dick power. We're not talking about leg power. I can still pump with my waist. It's the thrust. It's all in the hips.
That is not what I meant.
So when you were talking about like what's the power of pussy then?
I'm talking about the power of pussy and the power of dick. I feel like on social media, all these women, females, boys, men, all they talk about is pussy and dick. They're like, oh, I need some dick. Oh, I need some pussy. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's thirsty to me.
It is. But I will say, we had this conversation earlier with somebody that was here. But today, I will say the power of pussy and power of dick when they talking about sex all the time, you have to think back to when you was that age.
No, I'm talking this. I don't have young kids on my Facebook. These are grown ass people.
Oh.
These are
Well,
grown ass people. Not to mention, not only the power of the pussy and the power of the dick, but the way it drives people crazy. I've seen females go crazy, and I've seen males go crazy. Like they can't. You're not even deep into most relationships, I would say, are deeper into it. But some people get one shot and they just don't know how to act. That's powerful.
I guess, but I think a lot of people that succumb to that power don't know who they are.
As far
Like,
as what?
When you be in a relationship with somebody,
Right.
and somebody decides to split, what they call it, amicably, and I don't know how to say
Amicable.
amicably or whatever.
Okay.
Right? If a
Mhm.
woman or a man was like, "Look, this is not working out for me,"
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And y'all have had sex, y'all done the deed, and you're like, "What?" When you're born into this world, you are not born with that person. Like they might think different. They just because you had a good time don't mean they did.
Right.
Like you can be on a roller coaster with somebody and you be like, that shit scared the fuck out of me. And somebody can be like, that shit was amazing.
Right.
You don't hold any power to that person. Like if somebody decides to leave, you have to know who you are to understand like it's in their every right to leave.
Right. I'm more talking about the things that you can get away with because you have good dick or good pussy.
Oh,
And the
that's
way that
different.
people
That's a lot different.
No,
As-
and the
as a
way
person with
no,
good
but
dick.
then how people like thirst for it. Like I can't believe how many people I would never go on Facebook and be like, I'm horny, I need some dick tonight.
you would never say that publicly. But
would-
I can't speak for you personally. I don't know.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure, hopefully, you've had some where you like, yo.
Well, of course.
See? It's exactly that's
I
what it
mean,
is.
hopefully everybody's had good sex.
But she's saying it doesn't make her crazy. Like she's
Right. I'm not gonna let it drive me
She's
crazy.
gonna stop going to work.
Right.
She needs to go over there and make sure she gets that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like people act that way now and say it online. Like I can't think straight. This nigga got me.
Well, they say it online, but there are women that hasn't said it online, but they act that way.
Right, and that's crazy, and vice versa. There's
I made
men
motherfuckers call off work
Jesus, fix it.
to come get what daddy got. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't gonna say that at the same, like, they've also given me where I'm like, yo, I don't want to work there. But
right, but
some
it's probably
people-
a
some
mutual respect. That's different. But I'm saying it's just crazy to me how it's like a thirst trap, and people
you
put
just
it
ain't
on there.
had it yet. You just ain't, like, you might have had good sex, but you ain't had it yet.
Mama, put it on Facebook.
See, that's the difference.
No,
See, everything
I've
is,
never.
but see,
I am never gonna put on Facebook. Damn, I had the best dick of my life last night. I can't move my legs.
and that's some people, that's all they know. Now, I don't know your friend situation, but I guarantee you said that to your girls, like, yo,
of course, but like
this
to my
motherfucker here.
girlfriends, to my girlfriends in private.
Some bitches ain't got girls. Excuse my French. Nah, fuck that. Some bitches ain't got girlfriends. That's their only friendship is social media. So this the
And
same
dudes too,
difference.
because
Yup.
dudes are just out there just as bad.
Yes,
begging for it.
That's what I mean. See, that's what I mean.
Begging.
So I don't want to revert back
What are
to
you
what we
doing
was talking
tonight?
about earlier. I don't want to say how we was talking about, yeah, women shouldn't dress a certain way, yada yada yada. But do you see these dudes on social media? A woman can almost show a nipple. And dudes be on her thing like, baby, you just so like this bitch ain't got no teeth. And you like, yo, you just gorgeous out here. I just want to let you know you shining and there's love for you. Like this bitch teeth is gone, bro. All they showing she had a fat ass, but her head looked like Michael Myers.
Don't talk about him. That movie was so stupid.
That was crazy. This bitch looked like Jeepers Creepers out here with no teeth and a big booty. And y'all like, oh, you know, baby, if you ain't got it at home. And then at the same time, women will wear skimpy clothes and be like, well, we should be able to wear whatever we want. Bitch, that dude that was in your comments, either him or cousins or people like him in the same area.
Shut up. I can't with you.
She got like 100 comments from a bunch of thirsty men and then wonder why somebody tried to grab her ass. That nigga that was in your comments.
That's so different. Don't go back. Don't backtrack.
Okay.
Don't backtrack.
What was we talking about again?
We're talking
Good pussy. Okay.
Not just good pussy. I'm saying in general, just good sex, and then you're posting it on Facebook, looking for it, looking desperate. It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. There are too many men and too many women in this world to be on Facebook begging for it.
I do agree with you when they make it public.
That makes you
Like,
look.
oh, it
That
was
makes
so good. and
no one
look at
wants
it,
to
and
fuck
you're
you
like,
then.
But another thing I will say about a lot of these women, they sell sex on the internet.
Right.
Oh, I ain't had none in such and such time, and I want somebody to blow my back out, and blah blah blah, and all they pictures is naked and all this shit, and then a bunch of thirsty ass niggas will be in their inbox,
Right.
right?
They
And
wanted
then
that though.
but the very next day, either they screenshot in the inbox or they like, y'all need to get out my inbox. Bitch, you was selling coochie yesterday. What do you think was gonna happen? Like if somebody's selling stamps and they like, yo, you still selling them stamps? Are you hungry ass niggas out here? Bitch, you was selling stamps yesterday. Or what y'all don't know as food stamps. We call it just stamps or whatever. EBT.
Yeah.
But we call it stamps. But you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
a lot of people just do things for attention.
Correct.
Sometimes they ain't even had really good sex. They just talking about it. They just saying, "Oh yeah, I really." And this bitch was with the Rose toy the other night and just trying to look to see if somebody gonna give her some
Attention,
feedback or
right.
attention,
Right.
and ain't really even had good sex.
But
Same thing with
my
niggas.
thing that I don't get is that's not sexy. So no one's ever told them that's not cute.
No, same reason why men think that being hoes ain't hoes. Well, y'all be thinking, oh, it's a double standard. No, we still consider that man a hoe. He a
Right.
hoe.
Right. Men can be
And
hoes
same thing
too.
with women. Like they'd be like, oh, women could display their bodies. No, she look thirsty just like the rest of them hoes. Like there's no
Right.
difference there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't know men call each other hoes.
Oh yeah, definitely. My best friend is a hoe.
We know.
Very much so. I tell him that all the time.
Use a hoe.
Oh no. No, it's no difference. Like people might feel like there's a difference, but there really isn't a difference.
No. You could get paid, but see, my daddy always told me, wouldn't you rather get paid to be a hoe than give it away for free?
Oh, that makes you a prostitute. That's not a hoe, you're a prostitute. That's selling coochie.
He didn't
wanna
say it
pimp?
to me. He didn't say it to me. I'm saying, but it's for real. These girls will be out here giving it away. Might as well tax them. Just saying.
Or sugar mama.
Lesson of the story: get paid for your pussy.